There's a silent killer of productivity in a lot of modern industries. And here's the thing, it's not the robots, it's not the software, it's this hidden human factor that's quietly and consistently undermining your most expensive automation. It's a really frustrating question, isn't it? I mean, you've invested millions in state-of-the-art robotics, these amazing systems, and you're expecting this seamless, super efficient operation. But instead, you're just getting hit with downtime, delays, and performance that, well, it just doesn't live up to the promise on paper. So what is really going on here? And this leads us to something we can call the automation paradox. You have this incredibly powerful technology that for some reason just consistently fails to deliver on its full potential. It's a really common problem, but the reason for it, that's often totally misunderstood. Look, when things go wrong, the first instinct is to blame the machines, right? We say the robot is down, or hey, the conveyor is malfunctioning. We just assume it's a hardware problem. But the data, when you really look at it, consistently shows that this assumption, it's usually wrong. The real issue is rarely the hardware all by itself. Okay, so if it's not the machines, then what is it? Well, the real cause of all this performance variability and downtime is almost always found in the human systems that are supposed to be supporting the automation in the first place. This really gets to the heart of the problem. Just think about it for a second. Why does one shift fix a problem in, say, 10 minutes, while another shift takes a whole hour to fix the exact same thing? That's inconsistent troubleshooting. And what happens on nights and weekends when your A-team isn't around? Well, that's when you see these huge gaps in technical skills. Now you add in some weak planning and the fact that nobody really has clear visibility into where time is actually being lost, and you've got yourself a perfect recipe for underperformance. These are all human system failures. And this quote just brilliantly nails the core idea here. Think of your automation as pure potential. It creates the capacity for incredible output, but it's the people, it's their skills, their discipline, their processes that actually realize that capacity and turn it from a number on a spreadsheet into reality on the floor. So, how do we fix this? The solution isn't about buying more hardware. It's about building the human systems that support the automation you already have. Let's break it down into three really essential pillars. You have to remember this. Reliability is won or lost right there at that intersection of your people, your processes, and your automation. If you can get this intersection right, that's when you unlock the performance you paid for. Let's start with the first pillar and see how to build on that. So first up, we have to focus on the front line, your technicians. These are the people with their hands on the equipment every single day, and they played the most critical role in maintaining those seamless operations you're trying to get. Now, empowering them means giving them what they actually need to succeed. And this is not just about some basic training seminar. We're talking about delivering cutting-edge development programs that equip them with the advanced skills they need for today's incredibly complex systems. When you do that, you're not just building skills, you're building the confidence they need to walk up to any problem at any time and solve it. Okay, next up, pillar number 2, leadership. Your leaders are the absolute cornerstone of your entire operational culture. I mean, without strong, prepared leadership, even the best technicians in the world will struggle to be effective. And let's be clear, leadership in an automated world requires a totally new playbook. We're talking about comprehensive development that uses modern analytics and real-world simulations to get them ready for these unique challenges. The goal here is to empower leaders who can truly inspire their teams, drive real efficiency, and adapt to the constant evolution of technology. And that brings us to our third and final pillar, looking at the big picture with strategic asset planning. This is all about moving beyond the day-to-day firefighting and actually protecting the massive capital investment you've already made. So, what does this actually get you? Well, it achieves 3 crucial business outcomes. First, you extend the life of your expensive assets. Second, you improve the predictability of your maintenance budget, no more nasty surprises. And third, you systematically reduce your operational risk, everything from obsolescence to unexpected failures. So when you put these 3 pillars together, you've got your empowered technicians, your cultivated leaders, and your strategic planning. You get a fundamentally different approach. You get a human-centered strategy for automation reliability. This strategy is really built on 4 clear principles. First, it's execution-focused, always working right at that intersection of people, process, and automation. Second, it's human capital-centered, meaning you treat your team's skills like the critical asset they are. Third, it uses technology with a very clear purpose for measurable results. And finally, it provides practical support that empowers your team instead of creating some long-term dependency on outside help. In this slide, wow, this really contrasts the two worlds perfectly. On one side, you have the old way, reactive maintenance. It's just constant firefighting, unstable uptime, and watching your expensive assets depreciate way faster than they should. But on the other side, the human-centered strategy gives you proactive reliability, stable and predictable performance, and long-term protection for your investment's value. I mean, the choice is pretty stark. So what's the ultimate payoff? It's finally realizing the full potential of your automation. It means having a team with really strong technical capability. It means stabilizing your uptime and making recovery from failures fast and predictable. It means protecting the value of your assets. And ultimately, it means achieving that predictable, high-level performance that you invested in from the very beginning. I want to leave you with this one final crucial thought. The single biggest shift you can make is to stop treating your workforce's capability as an afterthought, something you'll get to later, and start treating it as what it truly is, a critical asset, every bit as important as the robots and conveyors it supports. Just think about it. What would change in your organization if you started operating from that one principle today?